Hello, I am Dr. Talia, and today we have a sweet topic, honey. I'm going to give you some tips on your shopping from my book, The Confident Food Shopper. So what do you need to know when shopping for honey? Firstly, you want to look for unpasteurized. So most commercial honeys are pasteurized. Definitely avoid those. They're usually in soft plastic bottles. Go to the health food store, you'll see these beautiful glass bottles, and almost always the honeys will be unpasteurized. So that means they're not subject to heat, which can destroy the natural bacteria in them and the natural enzymes, definitely some of the medicinal properties. Now, another thing that's interesting is you'll see on some bottles of honey, it will say unpasteurized and it will say raw. There actually is a difference. So unpasteurized, as I said, means not subject to high heat, but the raw actually refers to, in part, that now if it's raw, it's always unpasteurized, but if it's raw, it also means it's minimally filtered. So they filter the honey. When we filter honey or highly filter it, it removes some of the debris from the hives if it's lightly filtered, but if you filter it too much, you remove some of the propolis and the bee pollen, which are very healthy for you. In fact, you can buy those separately in the health food store. So ideally, you're going to get raw and unpasteurized honey. Okay, so what do you want to look for otherwise? Local. Why? Now, you don't always have to buy local, but it is believed, and it makes sense, that if we expose ourselves to little bits of local pollen from in the area that we live, then we are less likely to have allergies or develop allergies to those pollens. Or perhaps even if you have existing allergies, this may be helpful, the small amount of pollen that you get on a continuous basis. Plus, hey, support your local farmers. Why not? What else did I say here? Oh, so you'll often see when you're shopping for honey, the floral names. So you'll see something such as, what's the example I used? Orange blossom honey. What does that mean? So that refers to the flowers in the area where the bees are foraging that your honey comes from. And this is going to impart different taste to different honeys. Honestly, I just can't really tell the difference. I have gone to some shows where I'm tasting different honeys, and yes, I can tell, but by and large, they all taste like honey, so try different ones out. You may like them. I met a beekeeper not too long ago, and he said to me that buckwheat honey has more medicinal properties in terms of fighting colds and flus than others. I'm not sure if this is true. I've heard it a few times. It's readily available. Why not try buckwheat honey? I certainly have, and I like it. So the reason that your honey helps to fight infections of the throat, or even honey can be spread onto the skin, for example, is because of it's got a hydrogen peroxide content and the enzymes, and these work together for you. So I know there was something else that I wanted to say. Yes, of course. You won't see certified organic honey very often. Now I have some here. Look at that beautiful bottle. Well, there's a reason for it. Is because one of the specifications for certified organic honey is that there has to be a 3-kilometer radius of organic land. So from the hive and 3 kilometers outward, there must be no pesticide use in this foraging area. And that's very difficult, especially for example, beekeepers that are in the middle of a city. So that's why you won't see it. There are other specifications with certified organic. For example, hives can be prone to pests like mites, and some beekeepers will use these toxic strips, so that's quite common in use. And so for certified organic, you cannot use those. But I wouldn't discourage you from buying from other beekeepers in the city, because other than the fact of the foraging area, they may still, as much as they can, keep to the spirit of certified organic. I'm sure many of them do, except for that one part which they cannot keep. So, support your local city bee farmers and enjoy shopping for great quality honey. See you next time. Bye.